Welcome to the Dray Way. Look, we have a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about because there is a lot going on, and unfortunately, a lot of what is going on is just it's wrong and it's bad. And as much as I don't like constantly bringing you bad news, it's one of those days that there's a lot of it. So one thing I can tell you for sure on this show is you're going to get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me on the Dray Way here. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. Pull up a chair. Let's get started. Let's go. Welcome to the Dray Way. Look, where are the jobs at? Where are the jobs? Where are they? The numbers are in and they're deplorable. They're terrible. They're awful. I'm trying to think of other adjectives to say. I mean, it's just really, really bad. And once again, this president is demonstrating again. We literally lost jobs with this man the last time. Lost them. And guess what we're doing again? We're losing them again. 22,000, and just so you know, they reset the numbers for June. We actually lost jobs in June. Yeah, we lost them. His numbers over the last few months have been some of the worst ever. Some of the worst ever. So do you get the hint yet of how bad this man is? How terrible this guy really is? It's just, and we got to talk about it. We have to say something about it. We just can't ignore this. 22,000 jobs. And now people that are in the market, people will tell you, your neighbors, your family, your friends, they'll tell you, they're getting laid off. And when you go to get laid off, where's the new job? This president has been awful. This president has been terrible. And in every facet, it doesn't even matter what you talk about. In the upcoming segments, I'm going to be talking about more about people that are suffering. And it's happening across the country. People are suffering. And now, do you think an interest rate cut is going to make any difference whatsoever? Tell me what that's going to do. Because I don't think people realize, I don't think if you stop for a minute and think about this, we had under Trump ridiculously low interest rates, and that's what set this whole firestorm off. 0 interest rates, 1% interest rates with mortgages that were 2.5%. That is insane, and that sent prices skyrocketing. And now look where we're at. Ever since then, now look where we're at. We keep having to fight off what we did back then, because 2.5% interest rates did nothing but take housing, make it extremely affordable, so everybody wanted to hurry up and buy, and that sent things soaring. And once housing went soaring, everything else went soaring. So now we're at a point where people are paying 40% or more, 40% or more of their income just for their house. Yeah. 40% or more just for their house. That's crazy. I mean, how are you supposed to afford other things? How are you supposed to afford living if 40% of your housing? When I bought my first house, back in the 80s, I bought the house for $58,500. And I had to put down, I think 5%. Maybe 3.5, 5, something like that. I remember writing what I thought at the time was a pretty significant check, and it may have been for like, I don't know, $4,000, $5,000, whatever it was. And I was able to buy a house, and then I had a mortgage payment of $585 for my house. That was my mortgage payment, $585. But that was still only a small percentage of my income. It wasn't anywhere remotely close to 40%. Not even in the same ballpark. But today, do you know how many people are spending 40% of their income just on their house, just on a place to live? That's crazy. And it's all because of the job market. The job market that just continues not to pay. The pay scale continues to stay low. Meanwhile, everything else skyrockets, and people are just trying to make ends meet. Where are the jobs? Where are they? And why isn't anyone asking this president every day, where are the jobs? Where are the jobs, Mr. President? All this financial wizardry you're supposed to be doing, where are the jobs? Because your job reports are terrible. They're awful. And you can't say it's a hoax, Mr. President. It's not a hoax. Your numbers are just bad. You're just really, really bad at this. Somebody needs to start calling this man out because his numbers are terrible, because his leadership is terrible. Jobs are the only thing that has been keeping this economy propped up. That's it. Lots of people were employed, so the economy was withstanding all the other stuff that was going on. But guess what? Guess what? That's going away. You can see the cracks now, and the cracks are getting bigger and bigger in the jobs market because people are getting laid off. People can't find replacement jobs. And Lord knows this president isn't doing anything, nothing. He's doing just the opposite. Instead of helping jobs, because he doesn't understand those people that were working in the fields, those people that were working the jobs in restaurants and hotels, and those people that were doing all those jobs help with the economy. They pay taxes. They need food. They need housing. They help boost the economy. That's all gone. And now that that's gone, dummy, you can see your numbers are garbage. Your numbers are garbage because you don't understand. You're cutting the underbelly of the economy. You've cut it. And now, guess who's going to be complaining next? We're going to be talking about that next. Welcome to the Dray Way. Let me know what you think. But this president has been awful, terrible. He has no idea how to actually create jobs. He keeps talking about all this foreign investment. Mr. President, where are the damn jobs? I don't want to hear your mouth anymore about, oh, they're investing trillions. Oh, they're investing, blah, 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 blah. Where are the jobs, Mr. President? Where are the jobs? Where are the jobs? You idiot. Let me know what you think. Don't go anywhere. Part 2 to the Dray Way coming up next. We want socialism. We want socialism. We want socialism. Where are we hearing that? We're hearing that all over the country. And guess who's saying it? Farmers. Farmers across the country are starting to figure out this president is horrible. He's terrible for farmers. He was terrible for farmers last time. The last time he was president, farmers went bankrupt. And you voted for this idiot again. And now you guys are like, well, our tractors are expensive and everything's expensive. And, I don't know how we're going to make ends meet. You voted for this. This is what you voted for. And I've said on a prior show, I do not feel sorry for you, nor do I want you to be given $1. You're going to go out of business? Go out of business. Let someone else step up. Because this is what you voted for. So I want you to get exactly what you voted for. And guess what? You're getting it. Yeah, you're all across the nation. All across the nation, I see farmers with their hands out. We need help. We need help us. We can't make it. Oh well. Isn't that what you said about us? Oh well. You know, we're not going to listen to you. We're going to vote for Trump. Okay. And we warned you. We told you what would happen. And you and man, on election night, God, you guys were so smug and so nasty. Ha 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 ha. Our boy won. Our man won. You know, your woman, yeah, tell her to go sit down. Yeah, Trump won. Yee-haw. Where's all that excitement now? Where is it? Because now when I drive around, it's hard. Have you noticed how hard it is? It is really hard to find all those Trump flags like I used to see. I used to see all these Trump flags. I can't find them anymore. What did you guys do with all your Trump flags? Where'd they go? I know where they should go, but I want to know what you did with them, because they used to be everywhere. Not anymore. You want to know why? Because you're starting to figure out what we've been telling you for years. He sucks. Yeah, he is a miserable old man that just cares about vendettas. He wants to go after all the people that have wronged him. You know, as far as making the country better and making America great and doing this and doing that, if you notice, they're not doing anything. They haven't improved anything. There's no bills for better bridges, better roadways, there's no bills for nothing. They got their tax cuts, so what do you think they're going to do now? I told you what they're going to do. They're going to do nothing. And that's exactly what, hell, they just finished a 6-week vacation or something? And now they have to try to figure out, we got to try to figure out how to, the government might have to shut down, Hey, you're the Republicans, you're in charge, you have the House, the Senate, the President. Let us know what you come up with. We're not going to vote for anything you guys have going on. Yeah, because you're not going to listen to us. So you do your thing. You get your votes. You do your thing. Well, we can't. We can't get the votes. Oh, well, not our problem. You're the ones that in control. You're the ones that have to be the big boys and pull your pants up and figure it out. I hope the Democrats have the strength to say exactly that. I hope they have the balls to go, don't come to us with anything. You don't want us in on the committees. You don't want us included on you don't want us to help write the thing. Yeah, then it's all on you. You figure out how to pass your legislation. Well, we can't do that. Well, so at some point, you have to understand, the people in the United States voted for you Republicans to get things done. See, they actually believed your bullshit that you could get things done. We all know you can't do anything except for cut taxes. That's the only thing you can do. Is you can all agree to help out rich people, but to try to help out normal people, you don't even know what to do. You have no clue what to do. And you want to know why? Because they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. You think Republicans care about regular people? What for? Why would they? They don't have to care about them. They just have to throw things at them, red meat, like, damn those gays and damn those transvestites and all those red people in the red states. They snap up and go, yeah, damn those transvestites. Makes no sense to me either. But let me know what you think in the comments. Don't go anywhere. Part 3 to the Dray Way coming up next. The link for the gold is up. If you want to invest in silver or gold, which I strongly suggest, I think the market for silver is certainly going to catch up with gold. I think gold is going over 4,000. This president, this administration is in bad shape. So I tell my friends, I tell my family, I've been telling them, gold, silver, silver, gold, gold, silver, silver, gold. I now have a wonderful link up where you can go directly to one of the best suppliers of silver and gold in the world. And I'm giving you that because everyone needs to know where to go buy gold and silver. And I personally hold on to my own gold and silver, and so should you. I don't believe in, here's a certificate. I want my gold. I want my silver. And let these people help you out. They are fantastic. And for all of you, yesterday, 4 more of you got your stash accounts. Congratulations. You guys now get it. You guys now get it that you got to get invested in the market. You got to get invested in silver and gold, and you got to get invested in the in the stock market. I don't care if you go back 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, go back. Go back 10, 20, 30, 40, doesn't matter. And you're going to see gold and silver, and you're going to consistently see the stock market do better and better and better and better over time. So what do you think the future holds? I think the future is going to look a lot like the recent past, and that is the stock market's going to go up. Gold and silver are the foundations. They're always going to be considered money. And with inflation rearing its head for the next few years, I want to be invested in gold. That's just my feeling on it. I've always been a big fan of gold. I've owned gold since the 70s, and I've never, ever have I sold one piece of gold in my life. I still have the original gold I had in the 70s. I've always had it, and I'll never get rid of it. I don't sell my gold. I keep my gold. And I've traded silver coins. I've traded some silver coins, and I lost some silver coins. But yeah, I now have the link available right on here. Also, your stash account, if you don't have your stash account yet. And for those in Canada, I got something coming up for you next week. I have a way for you to get involved too. So I don't think I forgot about you. I didn't forget about you. But increasingly, what have I been investing in from the stock market? Block is a very big, I'm a big believer in Block. I'm a big believer in DoorDash. I mentioned DoorDash a lot. And I'm also a big believer in Microsoft and Google. I think Microsoft and Google are going to continue to do well. And those are the stocks I'd be looking at right now. That's it for the Dray Way, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget, there's a new Dray Way each and every day. So stop on by. I really want to see you. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm getting closer and closer to 50,000, and it's because of you guys. So thanks for your help. I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Dray Way. Have a good day, everybody.